am so sick and tired of autism. Reality check. I know I always go on about how, I wouldn't change it. Like, I love having autism, it is who I am, and, it's got its downsides, but it's, it can be really cool and stuff. Well, not cool, but, it can be great. Sometimes it sucks. Sorry for the awkward angle. I was going to do this as a short, but I don't think I will. Because I have too much to say now that it's all coming out. I've literally been in bed all afternoon. Well, not all afternoon. I've been at my cafe all day. Got back at about 3:15 and have been in bed since. I had all these ideas of, oh great, I want to do this when I get home and get a start on that, and oh yeah, I need to do that, and blah blah blah, and none of it's happened, and I just feel, I just then get really disappointed in myself, and I don't know, it's really hard because I have all these things that I want to do, and my autism just stops me from doing them, and it sucks. I feel really sick. I don't know why. Sometimes I just do. I feel really sick for long periods of times. Not like I'm gonna be sick, but you know when you get that sick feeling in your stomach and it just doesn't go away. I felt that all afternoon. I've got a terrible headache and I don't even know what's brought that on. It doesn't hurt, but my head just feels sick. It's really weird. And I literally can't. It's not that I'm not motivated, I guess, because I do really want to get on with stuff and do stuff. Oh gosh, sorry for the state of my hair. I've been in bed. I do really want to get on and do stuff. It just physically seems impossible to get myself out of bed and to do things. I know I've got to have dinner, and I planned to have it an hour ago, and I was meant to get up an hour before that to go and start prepping for it, and none of that's happened yet. Obviously I am going to eat something. I'm just at this point I don't even know what to do, because now I'm just getting so overwhelmed that I can't think straight. So that hasn't happened. I haven't done my piano practice. I haven't tidied up, I haven't done anything. And I'm just feeling really down on myself because, I should be able to do all of these things. I say to myself, don't be stupid, just get up and do stuff. Why are you being so lazy? But I know that, that's not how it works. And I'm just physically sick and tired, but also just sick and tired of not being able to do things I should, and managing things, and I don't know, I know you're not supposed to compare yourself to other people, and I'm terrible. I do that all the time, with so many different things. But I need a tissue. You can see my bogey. Oh, I don't even have any tissues. Oh, I do have tissues. I know. What was I saying? I compare myself to people all the time. For different things, and I think think partly that is because society as a whole puts like a sort of pressure on ourselves. 1 second, I'm getting a call from someone. I'm back. What was I saying? I compare myself to other people. Society just like puts a sort of pressure on you in a way, and it's like, oh, you reach a certain age, you should be at this point in your life, or like, oh, most people at this age are doing that, like you should be doing that. And like I try to tell myself like, oh, you're all your own person, like everyone is different and their journey is different and their lives are different, and like just as long as you're like, you know, go at your own pace, if you're happy and you're managing, then that's fine. But actually I think because so many people are sort of like, oh, like, you know, this is where you should be or whatever, like there's so much pressure and like expectation, and then when I'm not there I sort of just like feel terrible about myself. And like I want to say to myself, oh, it's okay, like you have autism, like it's understandable that you struggle with things more than other people, or like, you know, it's okay to be at a different place to other people because not everyone is the same. But the problem I have with that is that other people don't see that, and other people don't understand that, and other people don't seem to accept that. I'm not saying everyone, but I'm saying a lot of people. And I think I can't install that in myself if other people can't. And I know that's not how it should work. Like, I shouldn't care what other people think and stuff, and I try not to, but like, you can't pretend to think a certain way when you don't really think that. And it's just really hard sometimes. Oh. Oh gosh, I'm such a mess. I think also like just there's a lot of things on my mind lately, and like when things don't go the way that you planned, or like you wish things would go a certain way and they're not really like moving how you would think or like things, I think like that can also stress you, because like it's not, I need certainty and like structure and solidity in my life, and like when things are uncertain and like I'm not as stable, like I can't cope with that. And so that's kind of been really hard lately. And like obviously I'm really enjoying like my life, because I look back to a few years ago where I was literally like, I would wake up every day and I would be like, I don't think I can handle life because I'm just not cut out for this world, because I have autism and this world is just not built for people with autism, and that's just a fact. Like, people can try their very best, but like it's not enough, and it never will be. And I look back at that time and I'm, you know, obviously I've come a long way from then and I can appreciate that, but like I still struggle, even if like I seem okay on the outside, like that doesn't mean that I'm fine. I think with someone with autism, like I'm not comfortable. I find it really uncomfortable talking about things, and asking for help and telling people how I feel. And I need a tissue again. excuse the sound of me blowing my nose. And where was I going with this? No, and well, I can't remember where I was going with that, but sometimes like it is just hard because obviously living with autism, like things just are amplified and like twice as hard, and like it is just exhausting, and people, you can't really truly understand or appreciate that unless you go through it yourself. And so like I know some people would just say like, oh, get out of bed, you can do that, like what are you doing? And I'm like literally just can't do it sometimes. I don't really know where I'm going with this. Where I'm going is with this is like being online and having an online presence. There's so much pressure to like always show like the good side of things. Like, I don't know, no one wants to sit there and watch like a 10-minute video of you like bawling your eyes out because like you can't cope and like, you know, whatever, because it sucks, excuse me. But in reality, like, this is what living with autism is like, and I want to be honest with that. And I've probably just rambled on about nothing. I didn't even plan to make this video, which is so random. I just was sort of feeling naff. Because sometimes I do feel like I'm not cut out for this world. But the difference is I'm not gonna let it get the better of me, and I'm not gonna give up. Even though sometimes it feels like the easier way, or it, you know, it makes no sense or whatever. Like, there are parts of my life I really enjoy and I don't want to get rid of that. Just trying to be a bit more gentle with myself, and like I'm learning and understanding a lot more about autism and my autism and stuff, and I think it's really helpful for me to sort of put things in place to sort of help a bit. Not that I really am doing a good job of it, clearly. But yeah, not the video I was planning on making today. I was actually going to upload a video I filmed a while back, which was a song that I covered, which I may still do. Maybe I'll upload it tomorrow, I don't know. But yeah, me rambling on. I think it also doesn't help that it's cold outside, and the thing is with me, because of my sensory difficulties, I think I either feel the cold like way too much or feel the heat way too much. Like, there isn't really an in between. And so like I always say, oh, I can't wait for the hot weather, like, because I love going out in shorts and t-shirts, and like I always just feel happier and stuff. But then when it comes to it, I'm like, oh, this is too hot, like I want to cool down now. And I get that, like, that's most people anyway, but like, I don't know, I guess I just feel it more. But right now I wish it was really hot in the summer, because it does sort of lift my mood a bit, I think. But yeah, I'm anyway gonna stop rambling on. Gonna try and get downstairs and find something for my dinner, or I might just have to order something because I don't know that I'm up to making anything. But thanks for listening to this unplanned video. This is me being the real me. And yes, don't worry, there is yellow. Yeah. Hope you're all okay. And I will be okay. Sometimes it's good to let things out rather than just keep them in. I really didn't expect to have a cry, so I guess that was well needed. And an early night for me. And I've started reading, actually. I've tried to get into some better habits for the new year. I don't make New Year's resolutions, as I mentioned that in my last video. But I've tried to get into some better habits this year. One of which was I had a terrible habit of getting into bed and watching endless YouTube videos for like an hour or 2 hours. And I don't think that was helping. And I wanted to get into a habit of getting into bed and reading before bed, because I know that it's not good to be on screens right before you go to sleep. But I knew that it had to be a good book in order to captivate me enough to not want to be on my phone. So I am starting to read the Harry Potter books. And I only started it... when did I start it? Probably about... my battery died. Good news is I didn't manage to get out of bed though. But I was saying I only started it about like 5 days ago, and I'm already that much through it. I'm really enjoying it, and that's something I've been really enjoying. I can't remember why I was telling you that. But anyway, this is me. I hope you've had... I hope you're all okay. I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll see you soon. There was something that I forgot to say, which would have made way more sense when I was crying earlier. But I'm just sort of fed up of living with anxiety, because there's so many things that I sort of was thinking in my head, oh, maybe I could do that, that would help, or like, I want to do this, or things. And then my anxiety immediately was just like, no, you can't do that. And that's quite debilitating. Excuse me. For example, if it was easier to just order something for dinner because I couldn't make anything, but then my head was like, oh, you can't order from there because you went there last week, and like it will be awkward and they'll judge you from going there too often, or something stupid, or oh, you can't go and get something from the co-op because you've already been there today, and they might think, oh, what's she buying, like why is she always in here, like, oh, like judging me for what I buy and stuff. And I know it's like completely wrong, like obviously like a lot of it is irrational, but like it does just stop me from doing things. And there's like so many things like I want to do that I keep putting off, and then it adds to the stress, because then like things don't get done, and then like I sort of like complain about things. Well, not complain about things, but like things are just more difficult because I can't get over my anxiety to do things that would help me, and that also is really hard. I'm trying to work on it, but it is hard. So that's kind of really annoying. But that's what I forgot to say. And actually, I think that was my main point of this video, so it's kind of funny that I forgot to say it. I think I got caught up in everything else, but that was like one of my main points. But yeah, anyway, that was it.